you guys? Welcome back to another video. So in this video, I want to talk about narcissists and boundaries and why it's important to set boundaries and stick to it. Because if you let your guards down, that's when the narcissist is going to try you. And they're going to try you because they do not respect rules. If they don't respect rules, they don't respect boundaries. And they see boundaries as rules. They have this sense of entitlement that when they have their mind set on something, that's the only thing that they're focusing on. They don't see nothing aside from that. So they don't care about your rules, your boundaries. They don't care about your private time. They don't care about that. They just don't. They're determined to have their way with anybody at any given time. I remember at one time I mentioned this a lot on this channel that a narcissist is quick to reserve your time, and they do that as a way of reserving your time. They do that as a way of breaking boundaries because they know that you have a set schedule and you prefer to do things a certain way, and that's that works for you, and so you have the right to do that. But when it comes to a narcissist, notice how it's just so important that they break those boundaries because they got something so important to tell you. And it's not even that important. That's just their way of trying you. And the moment you give in, trust and believe they're going to continue. They're going to continue to push it and, get further and further. Get closer and closer to you, whereas you're going to get further and further from those boundaries. And it's like now the boundaries don't apply to them. So they have a way of doing things to just kind of like take your mind and your attention off something that you had already set in place. They don't respect privacy. They do not respect rules. So just expect that to happen when it comes to narcissists. Unless you be strict about it, be serious about it, and let them know, that this is not acceptable. What I learned is that a narcissist will try to punish you because you set boundaries. And this is how. Narcissists love to play those phone games to where they're going to call you. They're going to call you even if you don't answer the phone for them. They'll try to reach you another way from a different number, or even call you private. They may even reach out to you on social media. They're just that desperate to show you that they can do whatever they want to do. This has happened before. A narcissist will go so far as to block you to get a reaction out of you. And this actually happened to me. So when I did get a chance to talk to the person, I was like, maybe you need to check your phone because it seems like you got me blocked. Maybe you did it by mistake. I don't know. I'm just playing their mind games right along with them because I had the time. It didn't make a difference to me at all whether we talk again or not. But because we're face to face and you're playing this role of, I was trying to reach out to you. I was concerned. I didn't know what was going on. And I'm like, well, I called you back, but it went straight to voicemail. Like I'm blocked. Maybe you did it by mistake. I don't know, but you got me blocked. So just to let them know, I'm very unbothered by the games you're playing. I know that this is all just to get a reaction out of me that you're not going to get. So narcissists are going to find all kind of ways to get to you once you set these strict rules that apply to them, because they don't feel like the rules should apply to them. So they always act like that they should be able to reach you whenever they want to. And it's for things that are not even important. Like, you really disturbing me for this. I was asleep. I have to be up for 4 a.m. Why are you calling me this late at night? Like, I actually sleep. You're the one who's up all hours of the night because you can't rest for doing so much of They can't rest because they're up all hours through the night from doing so much dirty work to people. And it comes a time where they get to the point of just pushing you and, just becoming a pest. Like they become aggravating, annoying. You don't want to be bothered. They'll notice that you're starting to ignore their calls a lot, or right after they call, you might put the phone on, do not disturb, and they're going to pick up on that, like if that's directed towards them. But that's not going to stop them from trying to push through to get to you, because they're very demanding in a very unsettling way. They get angry when they can't have their way, and trust and believe they're getting angry on the other side of that phone because you're not answering for them. So the narcissist they're obsessed with having control, so they're not going to give up easy. They're going to find another way to offer you something that sounds interesting enough for you to say, okay, well, that way they get you to keep bending your rules to them. And that's how they continue to cross those boundaries. So trust and believe, narcissists, they don't respect boundaries, just like they don't respect rules. Can't say that enough. And the only way that you're really going to stop them is by just straight up telling them how you feel. A lot of times we spare their feelings because we don't want the backlash. We don't want the back and forth. We don't want to keep explaining to them why we feel that way. Like, they already know that. They get it. They know that they are a pest. They know that they are, to the point where we are ducking and dodging them because we don't want to be bothered. And there's a reason for that. They just do too much, and no one wants to be bothered with a pest, or someone who is too needy, always need you for something, or need your opinion, or gossipy, or something like that, or they just like to, put a lot on you. They always need to talk to you about something. Like, you become their therapist and you didn't even, volunteer to do so. So you just have to be straight up with the narc and let them know that the boundaries are set for a reason, and they're going to have to respect it, or, move around, because you're not going to go back on how you feel just to please them. So hopefully this video was helpful. Thank y'all for watching. Leave your thoughts down below, and I will talk to you soon.